Purpose of this presentation is to educate you on the legal requirements of Section 504 in an educational setting. What is Section 504? Section 504 is part of a law known as the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 that protects qualified individuals from discrimination based on their disability. Civil rights law grants equal access to qualified persons with disabilities to all programs and activities receiving federal funding. What does Section 504 say? No qualified person with a disability shall, on the basis of his or her disability, be excluded from the participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subject to discrimination under any school district program or activity receiving federal assistance. No qualified person with a disability shall, because of the school district's facilities are inaccessible to or unusable by person with disability, be denied the benefit of, be excluded from participation in, or otherwise be subject to discrimination under any district program or activity. The school district shall provide a free appropriate public education to each student in the district, regardless of the nature or severity of the student's disability. What is discrimination? Discrimination, as defined in Section 504, is the failure to provide students with disabilities the same opportunity to benefit from educational programs, services, or activities as is provided to their non-disabled peers. Schools cannot exclude students with disabilities from the facilities, programs, benefits, activities, or services that are provided to students without disabilities. Schools must make sure that all students receive equal access to educational opportunities. Are there any laws that protect employees, students from disability discrimination? Yes, the Office for Civil Rights. OCR ensures that the LEA did not violate any 504 procedures, such as 504 identification, evaluation, and general education placement. Parents who feel a school committed a civil rights violation can file a complaint with the United States Department of Education Office for Civil Rights. The office's duty is to enforce federal civil rights laws that prohibit discrimination in programs or activities that receive federal financial assistance from the U.S. Department of Education. Why is Section 504 important? Section 504 provides services and changes to the learning environment to remove barriers and enable students to learn alongside their peers. The school must meet a child's educational needs and rights to a free and appropriate public education. Who qualifies for Section 504? Any child that has disabilities that interferes with a child's ability to learn in a general education classroom. Disabilities can include any physical or mental impairment that limits a major life activity. A child does not have to be failing to qualify for support. Their disability just has to have an impact on their education. What is an evaluation under Section 504? Section 504 regulations require school districts to individually evaluate students before determining eligibility for protection under Section 504. Evaluation does not necessarily mean test. In a Section 504, evaluation refers to gathering of data or information from a variety of sources so that the committee can make the required determination. Who participates in the Section 504 evaluation meeting? Section 504 requires a person knowledgeable about the student, a person knowledgeable about the meaning of the evaluation, and someone knowledgeable about placement options. The school district representative, teacher, and parents make the 504 team. Accommodations. The purpose of accommodations is to change how students access learning and the physical district environment. Accommodations should level the playing field as opposed to giving any advantage and should never change what a student learns, which would be a modification. Accommodations should address all impact areas of students' school environment, such as classroom, testing, and behavior. Accommodations should be individualized. Accommodations for state assessment must be used regularly in the instructional program. Accommodations should be clear and specific. Accommodations should be reviewed yearly. Accommodations that are written into a Section 504 plan are legally binding. How often should the 504 committee meet? 504 plans should be reevaluated every 3 years. Best practice is to review the plan annually to ensure the plan is implemented and working. Child Find Referral. Section 504 places the responsibility in locating students within the disability on the school. The school and the district has a duty to identify, refer, evaluate, and if eligible, provide a free appropriate public education to disabled students. Equal opportunity. Nothing is more unequal than equal treatment of unequal people. Author unknown. For information, contact United Independent School District Section 504 Department.